March 30th, 2019. It has been over 2 weeks since me and my grandmother both started self-isolating completely in this house. We have not gone out, except I've technically stepped off our property to get the mail, but I don't know if that counts. We have thankfully been very lucky in that it's a fight. We have to stay up till midnight, but we have been able to order groceries online. It's so hard to fight the fear, to be completely honest. Like, I know that you shouldn't, overstock and hog resources from people that do need them. If everybody did that, then society just would collapse and all of that. But it's so hard when you can't get groceries consistently to fight the urge to really stockpile them. But yeah, thankfully we have been able to get some groceries delivered, and then my grandmother and I scrub the outsides of everything with bleach. And then if we can, we take the stuff, the food inside the packages out and prepare other packages or bags and stuff that we have that we know the outsides are clean. And then we dispose of the old stuff. And you might be thinking, okay, that's a little bit excessive. Plus the fact that I have started to do something that's really driving me nuts, and that is keep my windows shut. I love fresh air, but our next door neighbor is... he started this huge home renovation project right before all of this stuff happened. So he tore out his entire kitchen and the bathroom. So he's been working non-stop trying to get that all put back in, so that his family can eat. The problem is that means that he's constantly just a few feet away from my window. And I don't know. Is it paranoid to be worried about that? Probably a little bit. But on the other hand, I'm more worried about my grandmother's health than mine. I know, contrary to what I believed at first, turns out this virus does not discriminate on age. It's just older people are more likely to have underlying health conditions, at least as far as I understand it, on March 30th. As always, especially with a virus of this nature, check the most up-to-date information, because everything seems to be out of date. But yeah, I'm really worried about contracting it and then giving it to her. So this is very personal to me, which is why we've been so intense about this. It's funny too, because before this happened, I was very excited about the future this year. I was going to get a job and start college. I was starting to spend more and more time on the campus, working at the library. I was really starting to get into the vibe of going somewhere, because something you have to know, my father always worked from home and I was homeschooled. So the idea of spending a day out in the world is a foreign concept to me. And it's something that I'm trying to get used to, or I was trying to get used to before all of this happened. And now, because of that, I think it's funny that this doesn't... I expected this to affect my, just stress and mental health a lot more than it really is. Because yes, I'm getting pretty intense cabin fever, but that seems to be all. And I expected it to be a lot worse than that. I really miss my friends here, and it's been really hard to not, especially because I was actually planning on throwing a little, get-together with all of my friends literally right before this happened. So that's been postponed for a little while. But, that seems to be the biggest thing that I'm dealing with, I guess, as such an extrovert. So, yeah, we've been doing okay, though. We're holding up. Things here in this household are doing good. I keep wanting to call it the Howard household, even though my grandmother has a different last name because she's on my mom's side of the family. So we don't... It's funny that we're, such a close family, but we have different last names. So we can't call it, the Howard family here, or the Howard castle. So yeah, that's kind of an update. And I guess I'll get back to you again when there's more news or more information, or maybe another milestone. Maybe I'll do one of these once a week to kind of capture my mental status, for lack of a better term. It's funny because I don't know, maybe this is a bit extreme to say, but like this is a global health pandemic, right? This is very important. And I always have to fight in my head thinking of like, oh, Chris, you're totally overblowing this. It's totally fine. You're fine. When we've had like 400 cases here in LA. Actually, I think it's more than 400 cases now that I think about it. How many cases of COVID-19 have there been in Los Angeles County? Oh, I was wrong. What did I say? Like 400, right? How about 2,500? Neato. So, I'm fine. But yeah, as things carry on. Oh, well, that's what I was saying. Like, this is a very serious thing, and I almost consider it to be like, because I was too young to really remember when 9/11 happened. The only thing I really remember about it is I was sitting in church with my parents while they were watching videos of it or something like that. And I remember asking my dad, was that the Grinch? And he was like, shh. But that's all I remember. I don't remember the actual event happening. But I know that it profoundly changed the way that everything was done here in America. And I kind of think this is kind of like that, personally. Like, this is my... I don't know. I think it's good. It will be good to have a record of my thoughts and feelings through all of this. So that's what this is. Once again, it's like my diary. So yeah, I guess I'll see you again soon. Stay safe. Stay inside. Please, I'm begging you, stay inside. Unless you absolutely have to go out. Please. And through all this, stay positive.